Sup y'all, welcome to the extra segment of the Mega Man X4 Weapon Master Challenge run. Assuming you're up to speed and have already seen the Weapon Master run in full, let's commence with the retreads of a few stages we visited in the run already, but with a twist. Certain earlier stages that suffered from a lack of weaponry will be revisited with all weapons, minus the one you acquire from the stage itself. Also, editing Magnus here. I will be omitting the boss battles from these stages because they're a waste of time. You're here for the weapon usage in the stages, and there's nothing different you can do to those battles anyway. By the way, stay tuned until the end of the video because I have a frequently asked questions segment that all of you need to hear before commenting today. Grab a snack and enjoy. Before we continue, I realized after Beast that the slight linearity of X4's early game really doesn't provide a lot of wiggle room for a more unique route. I mean, Spider and Owl are literally required for the arm parts, Stingray's stage isn't even a stage, and Peacock's stage is barely a stage, with very few enemies. Basically, doing these stages last are a huge detriment to any type of playthrough unless you're doing minimalist. But I do have a compromise. Since you already know how powerful charged weapons are now, we'll still run Spider and Owl stage with every weapon minus theirs. This is actually a pretty good opportunity to give uncharged weapons more spotlight and give visual insight into their practicalities. Alright, so there's little to no point in dragging out this final battle with multiple reruns in full, so let's do something a little more immersive. I'll just show you the alternative ways to deal with this more problematic move that he has, the rock spit / vacuum. I'll commentate here and there if it's necessary, but otherwise a lot of this is a show don't tell thing. Also, I won't be including any plasma shot strategies because it's the most common method, and frankly most people should already know about it, so it'll be redundant here. It's worth noting that dropping the Frost Tower directly onto his mouth disables your ability to damage him with charge shots. Instead, drop the shield in front of his mouth. Granted, if you're using stock shot, it's not worth shooting him anyway, since you'll only get in like 2 shots at best. Plasma's obviously better here. So let's note something about Double Cyclone here. The first method is a bit inconsistent if your goal is to no damage this fight. There's a slight chance that some extra debris from above can still smack X. However, the vacuum effect still pulls you toward the wall, and the Charged Cyclone is guaranteed to destroy the upper left head. So if your goal is to simply get above him regardless of taking a hit, it's still valid. In other words, use the second and third strat instead if you want more consistency. And there you have it, folks. This officially marks the end of the Weapon Master Challenge run. I had a ton of fun doing this, even though part of it was just an excuse to play my favorite X game again. Either way, exploring the special weapons over just another regurgitated Buster only run felt very rewarding, and hey, based on feedback, you guys thoroughly enjoyed this too. Let me get some frequently asked questions out of the way, since I see these appear in just about every video I upload. So first one, will you do Zero next? I ran him twice for this channel already. The link to the most up-to-date Zero run is in the playlist end screen in every video actually, so yeah, for future reference guys, please keep an eye out for my end screens. Though I understand that most folks click off the videos before those even appear, so my playlist tab in my channel page is the next best place to see what runs I've already done. That'll save us both a lot of time, I swear. You can't really do a Weapon Master run with Zero because he doesn't have any special weapons. You're technically already doing a playthrough similar to this one when using all of his techniques, which my 2019 Zero one has done. Will you do a Weapon Master run for every X game? The short answer is no. I've already answered this one too, but only in other comments and not in an actual video response like this one, so it's a valid question. No, in the sense that I'm not going to torture myself as well as you all by playing X7, and certain games like X3 have an awkward special weapon set that's conflicting with my fast-paced gameplay style. However, that's not really a definitive answer. You'll learn that I can change my mind on a whim if there's any breakthroughs or compromises I can achieve. I mean, I said on record that I was never going to do an X5 or X6 run ever again. But despite those weapon sets also being pretty lackluster, I can still actually work with those to bring them up to the level of entertainment that fits my standards. And of course, X1 is a very doable weapon master run that I can perform no problem, given that's arguably among the strongest overall weapon sets in the series. So long answer is yes, though it depends on the game and what type of fruit bears from my experiments. What's the next run? I'm only including this question because I receive it literally on every final video of a run, and I'm a bit exhausted from answering it every time with the same response. But the simple answer is I can't answer that. Frequent viewers know that I do not follow a schedule or anything like that. I just have this big dry erase board in my room listing all of the shit I want to do, and in no particular order, and I either just mull over a decision in between posting filler content or occasionally making a voting contest for you all to decide between runs on my board. I want to do those voting things more often because it lets me know what you guys truly would be interested in seeing, instead of me just selfishly going along with some arbitrary listing. And it's more engaging with you guys anyway, so that's always more fun than just picking something myself and rolling with it. But yeah, I'll shut up now. It was a wild run and I'm glad it did well. For now though, I'm going to take a little month break away from challenge runs because it's 2022. Happy New Year, by the way. And I have those 3 final guides plus a bonus guide I need to finish and upload before truly retiring my guide creation. The editing for the Weapon Master runs stole my attention away from those, mainly because my challenge runs are a priority. Thanks for watching, and always remember to stay chill, y'all.